broke my heart. Let's see how it goes. I just found a really refreshing place. It's a little bit crowded, so I don't know if I can really talk on the camera. Oh, right, be brighter. But I'm going to read my book and try to not be self-conscious. Anyways, still reading Magnolia Parks. Probably going to finish it today. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise. My windows are open because it's so hot inside, but I have literally 12 pages left to read. I'm on page 407 and the book has 419 without counting with the acknowledgements pages. I already have some thoughts to talk about. I'm going to finish it right now. My pages are literally falling off. I'm genuinely shocked right now. I'm shocked. By this point, I really hope this gets the ending that I've been thinking about all along. I really hope. I have to copy the last sentences, otherwise I'm going to look at it. I'm going to record on my phone because, again, my windows are open. I am genuinely broken right now. I think those 10 pages, I don't know why the writer, she literally waited the whole 400 pages. And then on the 10 last ones, I was not expecting that ending. It literally broke my heart. At the moment, I was more shocked than actually emotional about it. But now that I'm thinking, I'm actually feeling it so much. And now I'm just thinking about the whole book and thinking if there were signs that were predicting the end of the book. And I don't think there were. I think the only sign was literally on those 10 pages when BJ said something specific and I was like, why are you saying this about this person? It doesn't make sense. And then it made sense. Throughout the book, when I was reading, so this is the thing. There's this group of friends and then there's Magnolia and BJ. All of them know each other since they were little. They grew up together. They have a really, really close relationship with each other. When you read the book, you don't really know what the plot twist will be. The only thing you are expecting is, will they end up together or not? There's always something happening, but it's not anything surprising. I think I was 300 pages or 200. I was halfway through the book. This is a cycle. This is always getting to this point. We can predict this is going to happen because this is what happened for the past 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 10 times throughout the book. But then in the end, it just felt like, okay, maybe this is going to have a change, because Magnolia and BJ have this really intimate relationship. They have been together before, but something happens. They keep being together, but as a really, really close friends, closer than anyone in the group. It is definitely a weird relationship, but I think it's real. Of course, they are characters, but what I'm saying is that I think it happens in the real world. You know what I mean? Because they are always, wherever it happens, or no matter what happens, they always go back to each other as really close friends. So the theme of the book in general, it's not surprising, because as you start reading and you start knowing the characters in the story, you start realizing like, okay, this is not new, this is going to happen again. It's not surprising. Just because of that, I was getting a little bit tired of the same cycle. It is what it is. Even in real life, when you see someone going through that type of cycle, you're just like, this is exhausting. But that ending just threw me off the roof. I wish I could tell someone what just happened. That ending literally broke my heart. I think Jessa Hastings really knows what she's doing, because now I really want to go and get the second book. I'm so glad I read it at home. I was reading at the park, as you saw. But I really do recommend this book, because it literally broke my heart. I was looking for a book that will do this to me. Besides that, I love the characters, their personalities. When I talk about the cycles, is that there is no character development. They were always making the same decisions, the same mistakes. I got a really good time reading this book, and I was really excited to just know the ending, because I was not seeing it. As of now, I don't know if I'm feeling it, like giving it 4 stars, because I just read it and it just still marinating in my mind. But I think I'm going to give 4 stars. There's no way this book is going to be 3.5. But then I think about the parts that was repetitive, and I just go back and forth. 4 seems so high, but 3.5 seems so low. You know what I mean? And now I'm really excited to start. I have a really, really exciting book to read now. It's from Christine Hanna, and it's called I'm Sorry for the Cover. Like, this is what the library had. I just want to read the story. Of course, pretty cover will be nice. Let's just pretend there's the other cover on top of this one, because I really love the one that's showing right now. From Christine Hanna, Firefly Lane. It is for the next book. Hi, it's me from the future. I was editing this video and I realized that I was reading Firefly Lane. If I wouldn't insert this clip there, I would just be moving on to the next book. And the thing is that I DNF'd that book. I think I was literally halfway through it. Honestly, I don't know how I got to there, because it was a hard read. I'm not trying to say that there's something about the author, because it's really not about it. Okay, the thing is, I was reading Firefly Lane translated version. It's risky. A lot of people say that. I really want to get back into Firefly Lane, but this time in the English version. It was such a bummer for me. I really want to find an English version, because I just know that a lot of people talk really good about the book. I don't really want to judge the book without reading the original version, but I have some thoughts about it that's not due to language terms. I think the story itself seemed a little bit quick. I don't know if the author didn't want to focus on the things that me as a reader thought they were important. When it happens in the life of one and it doesn't include the other friend, I think the author doesn't pay much attention to the details. But if it's something that's happened when they are both going through it, the author just deep dives in it. I didn't like the translation of that book specifically. It does really impact your reading, and when you know, you know. And I just knew that it was not well translated. And I really hope to get back to Firefly Lane English version, and I'm going to read from start to end. So let's go to the pool and read Ugly Love. Halfway through the book. I'm on page 126. I was thinking, like, if Miles' point of view come up again, I swear I'm going to skip it. Of course I won't do that because I can. There's something you need to think like I'm going to miss out on something. The exact moment that I was thinking about that, I read something and my mouth literally dropped And I have this issue where if I can see the last sentence of the chapter, I will skip. It's stronger than me. My eyes just do this and I read the last sentence before reading maybe a couple of paragraphs. And that happened in that moment. I'm shook. If you have the book or if you have read it, if you are reading it, I'll just say last sentence of chapter 16. Thoughts. What are my thoughts right now? I think Miles needs help, psychological help. Because I try to think, okay, maybe it's because it's happening in the book. I try to imagine if it was with me, would I be okay with that? And then I think I wouldn't be okay with that. I would run. I don't know if some point in the book someone will realize that that's not normal, or they will keep playing it like it's a romantic thing. But honestly, I don't think Miles is a romantic person. I really think he needs help. And I don't know why nobody has addressed that yet. Is it supposed to be like that? I'm still here trying to figure that out. I have one theory of what is about to happen or how this is going to wrap up. Why Miles doesn't talk about Rachel again. I like Tate's point of view more. It's going good. Not great, but it's going good. So let's see how it goes until the end of the book. This is me from the future. this book because I feel like I haven't talked about it that much, but it's a little bit hard to talk about it without spoiling anything. I feel like everybody knows this story because, come on, it's A Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Goodreads has 2 million ratings, which is crazy to think about. I think it's the highest book that I've seen with so many ratings until today. Everybody has read this book, so I don't know if there's something I can add up. I think the hype that it had a few years back, it's so well deserved. It's really such a masterpiece. I really think this is a really good book. The author, it's so creative. There are simple things that she write about, and then she stretches in a creative way, and I'm like, how did she think about it? The book that I'm reading next, it's from Colleen Hoover. I honestly don't know her work besides Ugly Love, which was literally my first reading of her. A few years back I tried He Ends With Us. I think I didn't get past through like 50 pages. I remember the beginning, I was reading an ebook. Ebooks and me don't have a really good relationship. I mostly forget when I'm reading them. I think it was what happened. So now I'm reading Heartbones, and it has been such a good book. Let's see how it goes. Hi, this is me from the future again. This time I am reviewing Heartbones. I keep forgetting reviewing the books. I start reading and I think I'm enjoying it so much that I forget to record myself reading it or actually reviewing them. So here goes a really quick review about Heartbones because this book will be reviewed in another video. But just for the general idea, I really want to tell you that I enjoyed this book so much, and even though it was from the same author of Ugly Love, it didn't really feel like the same author. Sometimes I would forget it was about Colleen Hoover because I had this Ugly Love reference author that I read before, and it was literally not the same thing. Not the same writing, not the same idea. I loved Heartbones, not to compare, but more than Ugly Love, Heartbones felt so close to home. There was so many quotes that I felt so related. The character itself was really something that only the ones who go through the things that she went through know how to feel about it, but I don't remember what I rated it. I was looking for my phone, and my phone was in my hands. Let's check. Most of the times I actually write a review on Fable. I rated 4 stars on Fable. I wrote, it felt so close to home in terms of emotions and life experiences that I couldn't give this book anything but 4 stars. Only the ones who go through it know how it feels. I shed a tear reading this book. 4 stars. And it was so true. I almost forgot about it. I felt emotional reading this book. And you know, on Fable you have sections where you can tick when they ask if there's some spice, how were the characters, how was the writing, and all of those things I ticked. There was some spice, believable characters do change and grow. This book has a lot of character development. It had multi-layered characters. There's a lot of dramas going on. There's a lot of hidden secrets, beautifully written, addictive, a dark setting, and abuse. The only thing that I didn't like about the book was actually the ending. That felt like it was never ending. There was this part in the book was close to the ending that I really felt like, okay, this story is about to end. This is the last page because there's no way there's something else going to happen. But then it kept going, and then it came another chapter and another one and another one. This could be all wrapped up in the same chapter, or if not, in 2 chapters. The ending was stretched out a little bit too much, but overall the story was good. It did felt like a summer reading book. That story was well structured. Now let's moving on to the next book, Here Is She, Daisy Hates. This is the face of someone who has been reading probably for the past 3 hours, 2 hours, I'm not sure. Today it's August 30 and I really want to finish this book today. We have a challenge. I'm on page 431 and I think I started reading on page 306 and I really want to finish. I think I have 140 pages left. Do you really think I can finish it tonight? But I have some thoughts. I've been so excited to talk about this book. Since I started, I haven't talked about it yet, which is actually, that's quite a question. I don't remember talking about it, so I don't think I did. There's not much left And right now, my thoughts are that I am loving this book more than I did Magnolia Parks. I am in love with Julian. I was literally not expecting to like this book. I really thought that Magnolia Parks was the idea of the whole series, maybe in a way, but this book is actually, it is different. And the trope that's in it, I am eating up so bad, so bad. I'm loving it. All the characters, the story itself, the way it is presented and the way it is told and the way the characters are in this book. I really thought that everybody was in the same world as Magnolia Parks, living on the same terms, but obviously they look like they are living in a different world, and I'm so obsessed with it. I think I'm team Daisy Hates, if there's even a team. The first time that I picked this book up, look at the cover. Just please admire for 2 seconds. It's more than 2 seconds, but the book is so pretty. Seriously, who did this? Who had this idea? This is my favorite cover. Okay, you know, Magnolia Parks was created too, but like nothing compares with Daisy Hates. Can we put these two side by side? Can you actually see it? It has probably 100 and so more pages. The story, it's longer, but funny as it is, it has not been making me feel it's repetitive like it was with Magnolia Parks. And the way my heart was literally broken in the last 10 pages, I'm actually just a little bit scared of reading the last 10 pages. I'm not prepared for that. I'm literally going blindsided in this book. I was going blindsided in this book too. But for some reason, I really don't know how this book is going to end, because it is not repetitive, it is not predictable in this book as it was in this one. I can see day ahead on this book. So Goal of the Night, finish this book. There's something about the character. There was something in this book, I don't know what the page is. It was a moment where Daisy was in the same room as her ex and brother and one of the guys that works for her brother, and then there was this moment where someone knocked on the door. All of them at the same time just pulled their guns out, and it was like this tense moment in the book that I just ate it up so bad. And it's not that it gives off like the princess treatment vibe that needs to be protective, because Daisy is literally not that type of person. This book is doing something. Can you imagine? This has way much more pages, and I don't feel slightly fed up yet. Does that say something? We are finishing book number 2 of Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates series in August. Does it say something also that when I started August was with Magnolia Parks and I'm going to finish August with Daisy Hates? That's something I was not expecting. When I got into this month, I was not expecting that at all. It was literally not on site. It was not because Magnolia Parks pushed me to read Daisy Hates, but the thing is that first I saw a spoiler in the back cover of Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, and so it just piqued my attention, and I said, okay, I have to go through the second book so I can get to the third book. And now I get to the second book and I want to get to the third and the fourth book because I really want to read about Daisy Hates again. Let's finish Daisy Hates today, tonight in this case, and close August readings. I just want to fix a mistake that I just said. I mentioned the third book has Into the Dark, but I was wrong. It's The Long Way Home. So I think the spoiler that I read was actually in Into the Dark book, but that is the 5th book. So I really think that I read the spoiler of the end of the series, which is hurting my soul a little bit more. So yeah. Hi, I can't believe I'm actually wrapping up August with a book that I liked so much. And I'm actually really surprised because I think I read 300 pages non-stop. I think it was how the book was that good. And I rated it 4 stars. I love the book. I love the story. I love the ambience. I love the trope that was in it. Dangerous mafia situation. It really reminded me of Wattpad days. And I think I still like that trope. I need to find more books like that. The prettiest book ever. The cover that I'm in love with. I don't have a lot of tabs because I'll have to return the book, the sad part. But I will write these quotes down on my journal because I have a section where I write every quote about the books that I have to return. Just to wrap up, believe me, this is the for Magnolia Parks. I really thought that Magnolia Parks was the idea about the whole series. I was actually invested in Daisy Hates. Daisy Hates, for me, was better than Magnolia Parks. So if you really didn't enjoy Magnolia Parks that much, I recommend you to give it a try. This is one of August's favorites, if there's even a list. So there you go, closing the month of August. That's it for August readings. I really hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did, and it was actually so fun. It's just to read it and be able to express my thoughts with you. I really hope you like this video as much as I did recording it, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!